So today we're going to be going over what's on my iPad Pro 2018. Cue the intro. Hey guys, Luminous Time here. So for today's video, we're going to be going over what's on my iPad Pro. So let's get the technical stuff out of the way. I do have the 11-inch iPad Pro. It's the Wi-Fi only version in silver and it's 256 gigs. So I cannot lie, the iPad Pro has slowly become one of my favorite apps, and it is also my main productivity device, and I absolutely adore this thing. So let's get into the apps that are on it. I actually moved to the side so I can fit a recording of the iPad screen like right over here somewhere. So we're going to have that playing simultaneously. So the very first page of apps on my iPad Pro are going to basically be the Apple apps, the apps that I just don't really use that much, or just random apps. So basically we're going to start off with FaceTime, Calendar, Camera, and Photos. I do love photos here. As you can see, this is a picture of my beautiful girlfriend. We took this in Thailand. But yeah, so I absolutely love the Photos app in here. I love that it syncs to all of my devices, so that's great. We have Contacts and Planner Pro. Planner Pro is a nice app because it's basically essentially exactly like Apple's apps, but it's just a little bit more visually aesthetic, which I love. They all sync together, so that's also really great. This isn't a free app though. Like, to get like the full version of it, you have to pay like $8 a year. So there's that. We have Clock, Reminders, Philips Hue. As you can see behind me, I do have like Philips Hue lights. I do love those lights, so I typically will control them through here. Even though I can do it through both, I typically just go through the Hue app instead of Home. So we do have Home, Find My Friends, and Find My iPhone, which is literally essential if you have multiple Apple products because you can just track them all. So next we have Measure, which I've never actually used. And then we have Books. I am a college student, so if I'm assigned a reading or something like that, I will typically just download it to my iPad and just read it from there. My accounts, we have basically all the mail accounts, so I can track my deliveries. YouTube Studio, which is a amazing app for if you're somebody that has a channel and you want to keep track of everything. So, YouTube Studio is definitely a great app. Geekbench 4 is how I take benchmarks for all my devices. WhatsApp Chat, it's a great WhatsApp app. I mean, WhatsApp isn't really great on anything but a phone, but there's that. And then just random things. We have LinkedIn and stuff like that. So next on we have our miscellaneous apps, which is Google Chrome. I don't really use Google Chrome that much because Safari is my browser of choice. Bimmer Code. I do have an F30, so if you guys have an F30, drop a like on this video. So this is basically how I can code random features into my car. We have Messenger, GoGo Entertainment, which is basically how I stream if I'm on a plane or something like that. Giphy. Keep Safe is basically a place where like photos that I don't want in my camera roll live. And Tasty. Tasty is a great app because I can do like recipes from here. Well, I'm logged off, so I'm not gonna log back in. But yeah, I do find a lot of recipes from here. And then we have the Apple Store, Notes. I do like these notes because it syncs in through all my devices. So it's like if it's like a note that I want on everything readily available, I will tend to put it in Apple Notes. Great app, absolutely. And then the App Store, which is how I update all my apps. I'm addicted to updating apps. I don't even know why, but I love updating my apps. And Settings. So in the dock, we have Messenger. We have the Files app. It's basically where literally everything lives. It syncs through all my devices, so I do love that. Safari, as I said before, Safari is my browser of choice, so I typically will use Safari over anything else. And then we have Music, which is where all my music lives. So there's that. Obviously, my most recently used apps are right over there. So let's get to the fun page. This is where like all the fun stuff is. So very first thing we have is Facebook. We all know what Facebook is. So I'm not gonna go too far into there. But next to it is the Facebook page. So as we all know, I am a photographer. So basically all of my business is ran through my photography page on Facebook. So I can run it straight through there and not have to go to a separate app and stuff like that. So I do like that I can just go straight to my business from this app. So yeah. Instagram, I don't really like Instagram on the iPad just because it's a little bit weird. I don't know why Instagram just refuses to make an iPad app. But there's that. Then we have Procreate. I truly believe that Procreate is the best app for artists. If you do any digital art or anything like that, Procreate is the app for you. It's not a free app, but it's still an amazing app. I'm not in any way, shape, an artist, but I do tend to draw a little bit, just do little random doodles if I'm bored. So Procreate does that. Okay, so next up is Notability. I am a pre-nursing student, so I do take a lot of digital notes. And with that being said, Notability is my app of choice to do digital notes. It's just a great app. It's very fluid. So I really do enjoy Notability. If you guys want, I can do like a full review on the app itself if you guys want. But this is my note-taking app of choice. Next up, we have Good Notes. This is my secondary app. I don't really do like school notes in it. I will just really only do like journaling, or just like if I want to write something down and I don't want it to sync across devices, I'll put it in there. Canvas is basically what my school uses to assign assignments and give out PowerPoint and stuff like that. So that's what that is for. We all know what Dropbox is. Outlook is where my school email lives. Pandora, I absolutely love Pandora because this really helps me study. As you can see, like I only have like the classical music. So I use classical music while I'm studying, and that just really keeps me focused. So Pandora for the win. Business, as I said before, I am a photographer. So basically these are just all of the apps for my business. We have Squarespace Analytics, Accruity Scheduling, Lens Tag, Epson iPrint, which is my printer, Adobe Fill and Sign I use to sign contracts digitally, and Canva is basically just what I use to create cool advertisements and stuff like that. Education, as previously stated, I am a pre-nursing student, so we have apps like Quizlet, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, Excel, Calculator, OneDrive, Google Drive, the dictionary, Scannable, Scanner Pro, PDF Element, Khan Academy, Complete Anatomy, Picmonic, and Tease. So basically these are just all the apps that I use for throughout my study. The three apps that I really want to go over really are Khan Academy, Complete Anatomy, and then Scannable. Scannable is a great scanner. It is free, and I just absolutely love Scannable. So like if I want to scan documents for school, I will do that. Khan Academy is a great resource if you are in school, any grade. It literally doesn't matter if you're like in kindergarten through like 12th and college and on. Khan Academy has a ton of lessons, and it's just really helpful. Like if you don't understand a topic, you go in here and it'll help you understand, and it's completely free. Complete Anatomy is basically a great app. If you're studying anatomy, you can kind of have like a diagram, and it basically labels all the bones for you. So it's a great thing to help you study. Next page, we have Google Docs, and then Nebo Calculator. This is a really cool app. You can kind of just like write things, and it's really cool. And it doesn't know, but for entertainment, we have Spectrum TV, Hulu, and Spotify. I've never actually used Spotify, but it is something that I'll probably have like classical playlist on there for when I'm studying, because I do like to listen to classical music when I'm studying. My finance apps, I'm not going to really go into those, but those are there. Gaming, I don't really have games on the iPad Pro, but I do have an Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So basically all the notifications, I can like respond to them if I get a friend request, or if somebody's requesting me to get online. I can just see that from my iPad and not have to turn on the actual system. Home, I do love real estate, so I like to look at new houses and just see what's on the market. I just really love doing that. I do plan on owning a home soon, so it's basically just practice for when I want to own a home. Photo and video, as previously stated, I am a photographer, so I basically just have Creative Cloud, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're a photographer, you know what Creative Cloud is and you have it. That's basically where Lightroom lives, Photoshop lives. Lightroom right over here, which I truly believe is like the best app for photo editing that you can get. Just for reference, I just have like my background here. It's something I got from Google, but you can kind of just change everything, which is really great. So I love that. So Imaging Edge, I am a Sony shooter, so that's why that's there. I've never actually used it, but it's there. B&H is basically just a great resource to get like all your photography gear. That and Adorama I think are the two best. So that's there. Metafo is basically a way to see all the metadata on photos that you take. So it's a great tool, like if you just don't remember, or if you don't feel like going into Lightroom to try and figure out the metadata, you know, it's right there. Garageband, I've never actually used it and don't know what it's for. Don't even know why it's in there, but it's there. If you guys know what it's for, drop a comment and enlighten me. Shopping, I do tend to do a lot of online shopping. So eBay and Amazon are really going to be my two shopping apps of choice. eBay for when I want to buy something that doesn't have to be new, and Amazon when I need Amazon Prime. So I do tend to use that. I also have Walmart and Etsy here. I do love to support like creative. So it's like if something that's cool and somebody makes it, I would rather something that's made than manufactured. Groupon is basically how you get discounts and stuff. And Unidays, I honestly recommend any student to have this app because this is a great app. Like if you want to just get discounts on everything, you can with this app. So definitely download this if you're a student and just enjoy all the discounts. So yeah, Unidays is right there. And then travel, I do tend to travel a lot. So, you know, I do prefer to stay in like Airbnbs and stuff. So I do have Airbnb, Fly Delta, which, I mean, Delta is an airline carrier, as we all know, and Expedia. So I typically do fly Delta, but if I don't and I want to like explore prices, or if Delta doesn't fly to where I'm going, then I'll check Expedia to try and see what other carriers are doing. And last but not least, we have YouTube, which YouTube is YouTube. You're watching me on YouTube. So we all know what YouTube is. It truly is probably my most used app on the iPad Pro, just because, like, I mean, my main thing, you know, especially while I'm not in school, is media consumption. So I do tend to be in YouTube the most. And yeah, fight me if you don't like it. Oh gosh. So there you guys have it. That is what's on my iPad Pro. If you guys did like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss any videos. And also guys, leave a comment if there are any apps that you guys want me to try out, or just tell me what your favorite app is. I would love to hear that. So with that being said guys, this is Lumanis Time. This has been what's on my iPad Pro, and we're out. Peace.